name is Sarah V. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about consistency. The first thing that I think is totally necessary is to choose a goal. So you have to really decide like what your goal is going to be, and that is the foundation of your consistency. So I know when I struggled with consistency, I didn't really have like a goal in mind, and then it made it harder to stay consistent, because once I stopped being consistent, I didn't have anything to go back to and say and remember why I was being consistent in the first place. And once you have that goal in mind, you're going to want to start to take action. And action is also very vital because things are not going to get done unless you start doing them. Think about maybe one thing that you're going to implement and how you're going to take action, and let that be specific to your goal. So say your goal is to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days. Okay, so what action step are you going to take to move you towards that goal of losing 10 pounds in 30 days? Are you going to maybe eat something healthy in the morning? Or are you going to work out for 30 minutes a day? Are you going to stretch 10 minutes a day? And I'm saying these things, and I'm saying it like, because you would think, oh, I have to work out 5 times a week and for an hour a piece. But sometimes it's good to keep it simple. Start small, because that's how you have to think about it. You're incorporating something new into your routine. And a lot of us are consistent already. Like, there's no reason why you should say, oh, I'm not consistent, that's not a part of me. You should just remove that from your vocabulary, because if you step aside and watch yourself, there are things that you do consistently throughout your day, every day of the week. So you can be consistent. You're just consistent to the things that you value. Okay, so now that you've chosen your action step, you're gonna insert that into your routine that you already have. And like I said, you wanna make it simple so that it doesn't cause too much of a disruption, because you want it to flow easily. Like, changing or being consistent doesn't have to be a rash thing. It can just be something that you take on gradually, and that's how you're going to maintain it over time. So let's stick with the goal of losing 10 pounds in 30 days. You're going to then say, all right, I'm going to, maybe your action step would be eat 1 less cup of cereal or oatmeal or whatever you eat in the morning. Okay, so you're gonna do just 1 cup in the morning instead of 2. You're not taking away, you're not changing anything so major. You're just saying you're doing something slight. And I think that's important in order to maintain your consistency. And then the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna track your progress. So once you decide you're gonna eat 1 cup of cereal every 5 days out of the week, let's say 5 days out of the week, you're gonna eat 1 cup of cereal instead of 2. So you're gonna then create maybe a calendar or a checklist, anything that works for you. And you're gonna say, all right, I'm gonna check it off. This Monday, 1 cup. Tuesday, 1 cup. Wednesday, 1 cup. Like that. And you're gonna do it throughout the whole week. You're gonna see you maintaining that consistency is gonna be something that's visual, that you're able to track over time. Another thing that I like to do is to incorporate things into my life that allow me to remember why I'm being consistent, and also allow me to maintain my focus on that goal. So if the goal is to eat 1 cup of cereal, maybe you just start including like little podcasts or videos that you watch of people eating healthier, and then it helps you to build up that okay, yes, like, I don't know if it's confidence or whatever it is that allows you to stay on track, because there is gonna be some self-doubt that's gonna creep in, like, oh, this is 1 cup, like, really, what is that doing? It's gonna creep in there, and it's gonna be like, that's not working, you might as well eat 2. And you don't want that, because there's something that's called the compound effect, that if you do little things over time, ultimately, within a certain amount of time, you'll see a major shift, because you're doing those little things over time, and it's compounding over time. There is a book called The Compound Effect, and I got it off of YouTube. I'll see if I can link it down below. But it's definitely a quick listen, because I listen to it on YouTube, or a quick read if you want to buy the book yourself. So definitely include things in there, because in there that's going to keep you focused, because there are going to be times where self-doubt comes in and all these other, you know, things that's going to creep in to try to like move you off track. And also, if that does happen to you and you do fall off track, which most of the time happens because it's something new that you're including in your schedule, do not be too hard on yourself. Like, understand where you fell off, look at where you fell off at, learn from that, and start again, okay? So I was in college one time, and this lady said something that kind of stuck with me for like my whole life. I've always remembered this. She said, every day is a new chance to get it right. So every day is a new chance to get it right. So use that as you're trying to be consistent, you're trying to maintain your consistency. Every day is another chance for you to get it right. It doesn't mean that you should keep, you know, messing up, but basically, don't be so hard on yourself. If you're not able to do it, start again. And ultimately, you'll maintain that consistency. It's gonna be something that's you're gonna realize it's gonna fall into your routine after a certain period of time, because it's gonna be a hurdle. You're gonna say, oh, this is hard, and then boom, it's gonna become easier, and then it becomes something that you just do. It just happens. Okay, so I hope that helped you with your consistency and gave you some actionable steps that you can use to maintain your consistency, because I know that I struggle with consistency, and I always want to be consistent, but I do struggle with it as well. So if you can take those steps and implement them into your life and just say, you know what, this is my goal, this is the action that I'm gonna do, this is how I'm gonna schedule it into my life, this is how I'm gonna keep track of it, and then, you know, this is it. If something happens, then I'll fix it later on and continue where I left off. And then reward yourself. That's another thing. I think I missed that. Reward yourself. If you are 1 week into your consistency of, you know, completing that goal, reward yourself for doing that. 3 weeks, you can do something small in the beginning, and then, you know, maybe after a month or 2 months, because it takes about 21 days to form a habit. So after about a month, reward yourself again, maybe something bigger, and say, you know, here is maybe a new sports bra or a new outfit, something that you like that aligns with your goal, and that's like, yeah, I did it. I was consistent, because it's possible, it can happen. So yeah, if you like the video, you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. If you're still here with me, definitely subscribe down below. Click the like button if you want more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.